I'm in Boise, and I'm doing this over my data plan because I forgot to log into her Wi-Fi last night and she's still in bed, so it probably will be short. But good morning. I made it. I want to show you my view. This is the view from my sister's deck patio. She's got some lovely plants and she's got beautiful mountains. Now I'm going to go straight into the sun there so you probably can't see too much. And this is a wonderful house. This is across the street from, and I sat right here and painted that house last night. So I have a picture of that. So that was fun. So anyway, I am in Boise. And I had I had a bit of a scare on my trip because my plane did not leave. Excuse me. My plane did not leave Philadelphia for an hour almost after it was supposed to. So I thought I had a very tight connection in Chicago and I was nervous, I have to say. But turns out I totally forgot about the time difference between us and Chicago. And so while it was, you know, while I thought it was going to be impossible and I would miss it, and I was like looking for like alternatives, you know, are there other planes that'll get me to Boise? Turned out it was quite tight, but I made it. One thing, I flew on Southwest, and one thing about Southwest is that it's open seating. So I had a B8, I told you that. So I had a good position to pick a seat. But as I'm standing in line thinking I'm very likely not going to make it, I realized that since I can pick my seat, I just need to pick the closest seat to the front because I have to get out of that plane quick. And I'm like, I was talking to the lady in front of me because, you know, as you do. And I'm like, you know, I'll take a middle seat in the first row, second row, third row, you know, because the middle seats go last. And so that was my strategy going in. As it turned out, there was a aisle seat in row 3. And, you know, they passed it and they're pointing, here you go, right here, right here. So that worked out very well. And I talked to the flight attendant and told her about my close connection. And she checked the gate for my outgoing plane. And it was, you know, only a few gates away. And so anyway, I got out of there first thing. I was standing there while she was unlocking the door of the plane. Boom! And I was the last person on my next plane. After I got on, it's possible somebody got on exactly right behind me, but as I was getting on, and there were still people getting settled, so it wasn't, I didn't hold up the plane. Well, I didn't hold up the plane. But as I walked in, you know, I heard the flight attendant say, that's it, we've got everybody. And I got lucky with that because it wasn't a full plane and I was able to get, I was in the very back of the plane, but I had an aisle seat and the middle seat was empty. And so it was quite a comfy ride and that worked out great. But we did sit there for a little while and I was so far in the back I could hear the flight attendants talking in the back and they said, I thought we had everybody. What, you know, I don't know why we're waiting. And then the pilot came on and said, oh, we have baggage. We're waiting for baggage. The people just came off another flight and they're going to need their toothbrushes. And I'm like, yay, because I was almost positive my bags weren't going to make my plane. So my bags and I both arrived in Boise with just a little bit of, you know, tension for about an hour, you know. I mean, it was, once I realized I had forgotten the time change, I felt a little calmer, like I'm doing the math and like it's very, you know, it's possible I can make this plane. And then I calmed down a little bit. So anyway, so I've had a nice visit with my sister and just sitting and talking, and it's lovely. She lives in a lovely spot and a beautiful place. She has a condo, and her condo, it's funny, her condo is quite public. So like there's a corner right there. People walk with their dogs here and everything, but she lives by herself and doesn't know that many people in Boise. She's in Boise because her stepson lives in Boise, and you know, he's been her stepson for 40 years or something. No, 35. Anyway, and so they visited him here quite often, she and Ross. And she likes the city, and she was looking for a good place to move to because where she was not so great in terms of access to medical care and all kinds of stuff. It just turned out to not be tenable. In the foothills of the Sierras, so she sold her house like a month before the Paradise Fire. So the timing of that. She was out of California by the Paradise Fire. We were so grateful. So anyway, so she lives in this lovely condo, and but she has Dan, her stepson, and she has a couple of other friends that she's made since she moved here. I think she's been here 3.5 years or something. But anyway, so she doesn't know a lot of people, and so she's the dog walkers, and I was just sitting out here sketching. I'm working on a sketch of that mountain that I just showed you, and I'm sitting here sketching, and family walks by. Good morning. I'm like, good morning. And it's lovely. Of course, it's earlier here than it is, where I would normally be. So anyway, it's so far the trip has been lovely. The weather is gorgeous. There's not a cloud in the sky. I have a lot of painting I can be doing, and it's going to be a lovely trip. The plan for today is to go grocery shopping. Dan is coming over. Well, the ironic thing about Dan being her stepson for all these years, I've never met him. I know all about him, but I've never met him. So I'm going to meet him tonight for the first time. I'm very excited. So he's coming over for dinner. We're not sure what we're making yet, but we're going to go to the grocery store. And then I brought my bathing suit. She's got a pool. We're going to be at the pool. We're getting some vitamin D. That's the plan for today, and then we'll make dinner and spend the evening with Dan. And proceed from there. So that's it. That's what's happening. Oh, and it is beautiful. I hope you don't mind I'm wearing my jammies. I'm wearing my jammies on the bed, but these are my lounging jammies. I didn't actually even sleep in these jammies, so I changed. But, feels like I'm on vacation, which I am. So I'm going to go work on my painting a little more and finish my coffee and try not to use up all my data plan and remember to get the Wi-Fi login from my sister for tomorrow. She indicated that she wasn't that interested in being on the vlog. She said, I'll be a disembodied voice. I'm like, okay, you can do that. Bicycle going by. There's a car coming. Oh, but they have a beautiful train station that looks a little bit like an old mission church about 2 blocks down, which is really annoying because you can't take the train to Boise, and you don't need a station for cargo. So she says there's a train track that runs behind her complex. She says there's 1 train a day each way. That's it. It's so sad. But anyway, they've turned the train station into like an event venue. But it looks like a lovely thing to sketch. So I may be taking a walk today and sketching the train station that I wasn't allowed to take a train to because there's no more trains to Boise. Sounds like a title of a book, right? Or a song, No More Trains to Boise. Anyway, so that's it for me. All is well here. I hope you guys are taking really good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.